Have you ever felt like you're completely out of time? Like you've hit a dead end and there's just no hope left? Today, we're diving into a powerful story about a desperate father, a dying girl, and a miracle that defies all logic. Imagine this. A man named Jairus, a respected leader in his community, a synagogue ruler, finds himself on his knees begging. His world is collapsing. His 12-year-old daughter, his only child, is at the very edge of death. He sees Jesus surrounded by a massive crowd, and he pushes through, falls at his feet, and pleads, "My little daughter is dying. Please come and put your hands on her so that she will be healed and live." Jesus agrees and starts walking with him. Can you feel the urgency? Every second counts. The crowd is thick, pressing in from all sides, slowing them down. And then something happens. Jesus stops. He suddenly asks, "Who touched my clothes?" His disciples are confused. "You see the people crowding against you," they say, "and yet you can ask, 'Who touched me?'" But Jesus felt power go out from him. A woman who had been suffering from a bleeding condition for 12 long years had touched his cloak in faith, believing it was her only chance. She had spent all her money on doctors, but only got worse. In that one moment of desperate faith, she was instantly healed. Jesus turns to her, calls her daughter, and affirms her faith, sending her away in peace, completely restored. It's a beautiful moment, but for Jairus, it must have been agonizing. Every tick of the clock felt like a hammer blow. And then, his worst fears are realized. Messengers arrive from his house. The message is brutal and direct. "Your daughter is dead." Why bother the teacher anymore? Stop right there. Picture Jairus' heart shattering. The hope that had just been kindled is extinguished in an instant. It's over. It's too late. The final word has been spoken. Despair washes over him. But then, Jesus overhears what they said. He looks directly at Jairus, cutting through the noise of grief and hopelessness, and says two of the most powerful words in Scripture. Don't be afraid. Just believe. He dismisses the crowd, taking only Peter, James, and John, along with the girl's parents. When they get to the house, it's a scene of chaos. People are wailing, crying loudly. The professional mourners have already begun their work. Jesus walks into this whirlwind of sorrow and asks, "Why all this commotion and wailing?" The child is not dead but asleep. They laugh at him. They mock him. How could he say such a thing? They saw her. They know she's gone. But Jesus, unmoved by their disbelief, puts them all outside. He takes the child's father and mother and the 3 disciples and goes into the room where the little girl is lying. He takes her by the hand. The room is silent. All eyes are on him. He looks at the lifeless form of the 12-year-old girl and speaks a simple phrase in Aramaic, Talitha kum, which means, "Little girl, I say to you, get up." And immediately she stands up and begins to walk around. The people in the room are completely astonished, overcome with a mix of shock, awe, and unbelievable joy. Jesus, in his practical way, tells them to give her something to eat. He also tells them not to tell anyone what had happened, though a miracle like this would be impossible to keep quiet. This story teaches us so much. When you feel like time has run out, when the world tells you it's over, when even your own senses scream that all hope is lost, Jesus looks at you and says, "Don't be afraid. Just believe." His power isn't limited by our circumstances, our timelines, or even by death itself. He is the resurrection and the life. What looks like a final ending to us is just a comma in his story. He can speak life into your dead situations, whether it's a dream, a relationship, or a sense of purpose. So today, whatever you're facing, hold on to his words. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Kingdom Chronicle. If this story encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories of faith and power. We'll see you next time.